We need the dark feminine so much for ourselves, but also when we look at the world, it is so easy to see why we need the dark feminine. To be able to stand up against any form of injustice, you have to have some aspect of the dark feminine frequency within you, right? In order for us to be able to confront these things in our society that are so inhumane, that are so unjust, we have to have the dark feminine integrated, because if we don't, we'll say, oh, well, I couldn't potentially offend anyone. I just don't want to ruffle any feathers, you know? I'm just going to sit here and be quiet and not say anything because I'm afraid of what will happen if I use my voice. I don't want to lose that potential job. I don't want to offend anybody or hurt anybody's feelings. Meanwhile, your own expression is like being stuffed down into your liver where there will be a disease formed in 20 years, right? It's being stuffed down into your left hip or into your armpit. When we are not expressed, and this can be done in a mature and healthy way, we also have to learn how to do this with the dark feminine. There's a process. This is what I teach in Realm of the Dark Feminine through the 7 different aspects of her, which that is open now, early bird pricing, if you want to join. You can also come to the masterclass first if you would like. But we need the dark feminine in the world just as much as we need the dark feminine within our. She is vital at this point. We don't have any more time. Look at what's happening in the world. We already have lost the right to abortion. Men have told us, oh, we know what's best to do with your body. Meanwhile, there's no laws about vasectomies, right? We already see in Afghanistan, the Taliban has said women are not allowed to be, they can't show anything. We can't hear your voice. What we see happening in Iran, there's so many things happening where women are drastically losing their power. Like, we have to implement this shit now before this travels over, especially with some of the potential presidents that will be coming in, which I believe that it's just 2 sides of the same coin. They're doing the same thing, just promoting it differently, right? Some of these potential ideas that are coming in, like, ladies, we've got to bring in the dark feminine now while we still have time to make changes before it becomes far too difficult for us to override that system. Do it now. So as you can see, I get very passionate about this because it's wildly important. Like, everything is on the line, and I don't think people really understand that. You know, like, our future is on the line. The collective is on the line. The earth is on the line in terms of humans existing on earth anymore, right? Deep sea mining, ruining the ocean. We think that won't have an effect on us. We have to have the skill set of the dark feminine to be able to face all of this stuff and flip it upside down so we can create a harmonious world again. That is her purpose. We've been misled about so much we've learned about the dark feminine from the patriarchal program of how they want us to see her as just being the seductive vixen, you know, like, that is not who she is. That's entry-level dark feminine. We need to be able to access that at some points, but that's not the majority of what her energy is, right? She's also not a demon. That's the other aspect of how she's portrayed. So if you want to learn more about this, come to my masterclass, first of all, this Saturday, but also join Realm of the Dark Feminine. This is a one-of-a-kind program experience. I've never seen anything like this. I downloaded this last year. This year, it's getting way, way, way better. We go in through 7 faces of the dark feminine, 7 archetypes of the dark feminine that we need to learn how to embody. And so what happens when we're doing this is basically we look at the different archetypes, we look at the shadows, we look at the wounds of these archetypes, we look at them in their exaltation. How is this archetype operating? For example, the Mad Woman. We know almost nothing about the Mad Woman except what her shadow looks like. Well, what is her artistry in? What is her brilliance in? How about the High Seductress? This is one that I brought in last year. This is an archetype I sort of created because we think the seductress is the femme fatale. She's not. How about the Liberator? How about the Truth Teller? Right? There are so many archetypes of the dark feminine we have to know how to embody. So that starts September 21st. It's on early bird now. Get it now if you want to join. Obviously, you know that the link is in my bio. You can ask me any questions you want. This is going to be a phenomenal experience. It deepens you, it widens your container, and it shows you your power in a way you have never experienced it and likely never really seen it. So it's going to be amazing. I hope to see you there.